Died more than 7 decades ago, was finally brought home to be laid to rest next to his parents today at Evergreen Cemetery. It was all made possible thanks to DNA testing which identified his remains. KRDO News Channel 13's Eric Fink was at the emotional ceremony and shares his family's incredible story.
A homecoming, 75 years in the making. John England was a naval officer aboard the USS Oklahoma in World War II. He died in the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. His remains unidentified. His parents unable to properly grieve. Bethany Glenn is England's granddaughter.
My great-grandparents didn't have anything returned. They had no place to really mourn him. I think their whole mourning process was kind of disrupted because they didn't have a place to go mourn or a body to bury or anything. So for our family, it's just a real beautiful sense of closure that's been needed for 75 years.
England's remains were identified a few years after the war through dental records, but it wasn't until last year the family, through DNA testing, got a positive match, which allowed England to come back home and be buried right here.
Here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
Family, naval officers, and veterans paying respects and expressing gratitude for this young man's service and sacrifice, finally honored in tribute.
My grandparents, they would be so ecstatic to have him here. I guess I'm feeling what I believe they would feel, is that this is just so wonderful to bring him home.
After years of wonder and uncertainty, Glenn says she's at peace, getting some closure.
It's indescribable, it really is. You know, I never knew my grandfather, so I can't even imagine what his parents and his sister went through. I just know what my mom went through. It's a wonderful feeling to put them together.
A family torn apart by war, only generations later to be reunited, together once more. Eric Fink, KRDO News Channel 13.
Glenn says the support from the military and the general public was very heartwarming. Governor John Hickenlooper ordered all state flags to be flown at half-staff in honor of Officer England.